Hello and welcome. My name is Nat Knight, the Publishing Director of Central Banking Publications, and today we'll be discussing the latest developments in the world of central banks. Thankfully, I'm joined by a leading expert in this area, Kenneth Knowles, Executive Vice President, Product Management, OpenLink, a business that he runs globally. Ken, thanks very much for coming in today.
Thanks, Nat.
Good. Maybe I could just start off. We all know that OpenLink has quite a tradition of working with central banks. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, that's right. We actually have a large community of central banks. We have about a dozen or so central banks around the globe, a number of other financial institutions and government agencies related to central banks. I personally have been working with them for a number of years. I've been with OpenLink about 18 years, and I've been working with central banks for 15 years or so.
And I mean, the world for central banks is changing pretty dramatically at the moment. A lot of them having a much more expanded role. You know, what's OpenLink's perspective on this?
Well, we're seeing a number of things. We're seeing continued fallout from the European debt crisis, and some of the activities related to that. The central banks are more involved in trading a wider range of financial products. We're seeing things like changes in monetary policy, which are causing them to look for buying more assets, getting into the market to influence the liquidity of the market.
Mm-hmm. And how is this affecting OpenLink's central bank clients?
Affecting them in a variety of ways. At a basic level, we're seeing a wider range of products from them. So what they're trading, we're seeing as they trade a more diverse set of products, they may require enhancements or changes to their legacy systems or some upgrades to those systems. At a more advanced level, we're seeing changes to the types of measures and risk measures that they're looking at. Things like CVA, credit value adjustment, looking at counterparty risk, looking at more advanced risk calculations, changes in valuation methodologies, things like the move from LIBOR-based discounting to OIS-based discounting, different risk regimes. Another area we're seeing is in the area of asset liability management and performance measurement and attribution, a variety of methodologies employed there, things like the World Bank methodology, the European Central Bank methodology, a real need to have flexibility in a system to handle and accommodate the different things, as well as support for the additional products into these methodologies.
Sure, I mean, it's certainly changing a lot. But I mean, what other best practices are we seeing for central banks at the moment?
One of the big areas that we're seeing is, and has been, is operational risk mitigation. Mm-hmm. So the real trend toward a single system or a drive to consolidate systems, reduce that. And we talk about, even if it's not a single system, a single point of entry. So we want one point of entry in the case where data needs to be shipped around among systems, the drive toward the golden copy, golden source of data. So for example, like with reference data, looking for a single source system for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, one area of interest is sort of the G20 regulatory initiatives for derivatives. It doesn't directly affect central banks, but it obviously has a lot of knock-on effects. Maybe you could explain a little bit about that.
That's right. So the central banks, many of them have exemptions from the regulatory activities, but they're still drawn into that. So for example, as the market shifts more to a clearing-based, clear derivatives from bilateral trading, if liquidity in the market is taking place there, then the central banks are naturally drawn in to participate there. So we see a lot of that. Well,
you know, one of the things which has happened recently was central banking had its first ever inaugural awards, and I'm delighted to say that OpenLink won the Best Technology Provider for Risk Management. Congratulations. It's a very difficult field to win, so, you know, well done for that. I mean, with this in mind, what can we expect going forward from OpenLink, and you know, why do you think you've been recognised for this?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, I'd like to thank Incisive Media, and I certainly would like to thank our central banking community for their contributions. And it's been a pleasure to work with them through the years, and going forward, we'll continue to work with them. As far as what we'll see, I mean, I think we're going to continue to see effort in the area of advanced risk management, things like increasing effort to liquidity risk measures. We're going to keep abreast of changes in monetary policy, see how that impacts the activities of the central bank to align the activities we do in the software to meet their needs. Performance measurement and attribution, as I mentioned before. Another area we'll see is collateral management. A lot of increased activity there related to collateral activities, the margining activities. That's having an impact. So a lot of our go-forward initiatives will target that area.
Mm-hmm. Sounds very good. You know, it's certainly an exciting time for us and presumably for you guys as well.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks very much. It's certainly very interesting. Thank you for coming in. We enjoyed that very much. And I hope you, the audience, has enjoyed that as well. Thank you.